Good afternoon and a very warm welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'll be fitting some soft pannier rails to my 411 Himalayan. I'll be fitting something from Sports Bike Shop, and I'm also going to show you something that I fitted to the bike a couple of weeks ago. Sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Got the Hitchcocks pannier rails delivered a couple of weeks ago. Cost me £99 including delivery. The plan was to fit them a few weeks ago, but it's been so hot here in the UK and it doesn't kind of show any sign of stopping. So 30 degrees today once again, but yeah, I need to fit them. So the pannier rails themselves, nice kind of glossy black finish, more of a matte actually thinking about it, but two pannier rails, one each side. We've also got two kind of struts here, which I'll show you in more detail when we get outside, or out the front, should I say. And then we've got our fitting kit here as well, so screws, washers, everything like that. No fitting instructions came with this, which is a little bit disappointing, so hopefully that means it's pretty easy to fit, but famous last words, I guess. And then something that didn't come a couple of weeks ago was this parcel from a Sports Bike Shop. So in proper YouTube fashion, let's open it on camera and take a look inside. So three things in here, all being well at least anyway. So the first of which is some Oxford rain sill waterproofs. I don't think I'm going to need them in this weather, but I wanted to pick some up just in case. I ordered a medium a little while ago and it was yeah, far too big, so I've ordered another one. I've also ordered a Givi Tank Bag mount. So you can probably guess what the next item is. It is, that looks pretty cool actually. This is obviously a Givi Tank Bag. So this is only 3 litres, and the reason I want quite a small bag is that I'm going to have panniers, I'm going to have the dry bag from Ride Iron, so I just need something nice and small just to go on the tank. So right, let's get out the front and fit these. Okay guys, just a bit of a close-up of what's included. So you've obviously got the pannier rails, you've got the braces that are going to go in the middle somewhere, I would assume. In terms of the fitting kit, we've got 4 big screws, 4 little screws, 4 nuts, 4 spacers, 12 washers. Right, let's offer this thing up and figure out exactly where it goes. Okay guys, so after having a quick look on Hitchcocks' website, it looks as though on the picture that these need to come out. I've just measured this. This is a 6mm hex. The rail is going to go there, and then this is going to go from the bottom of the rail to the bracket there, just above the foot peg. So let's get these off to begin with, and then we can measure it all up properly. Okay guys, so getting these 2 bolts out, really simple, as you can see there, inadvertently. You've got the locking mechanism there for the pillion, so you've just got to be a little bit careful of. Now, I don't know if I've got a dodgy batch from Hitchcocks. I've brought loads of stuff from Hitchcocks before, brought the Givi crash bars, I've brought the handlebars, no issues at all. But these pannier rails are proven to be a pain in the backside. So, issue I've got here, you can see on this one, we've got the screw there. We've then got the washer, then got the screw obviously, and there's then going to be a spacer that goes on the end of it. Problem is, when you put it through, this last little bit here you can see isn't threaded, and it will turn and it will go through as per the other one, but it's really difficult to do. So not the best design. I'm not particularly impressed so far, but hopefully on the bike they'll work okay. But yeah, fitting them is proven to be a little bit more taxing than it perhaps should be. But again, 6mm for these. Let's get these screwed in and move on to the next step. You need a 6mm Allen key, like I mentioned a minute ago, but there's no real space. So what I'm going to have to do is use this extension to get under here. This is just sheared off. Knew it was going to be a simple job. Right, off to Halfords, get some Allen keys. We'll get back to it. Okay, folks, Allen key in hand. Just started this one off ever so quickly. Much easier with the Allen key than the rubbish I was trying to use earlier on. So let's time lapse this and get this fitted and we'll crack on with the rest of it. Okay folks, so main part of the, nearly called it a pannier then, main part of the pannier rail installed. Just need to connect this brace. So 2 different ends to it. One's got a small end, one's got a slightly larger one. The small end is going to go directly into the pannier rail. So got a bolt, washer, then go into the brace, I guess you'd call it. support. You get the idea. We're then going to put it through, washer next on the other side, and then finally our nut. And exactly the same process down here, just near the foot peg. I hope you can see that. I've got a cameraman here now as well. If you can zoom in, cameraman, if you can't see that, that'd be fantastic. But if not, we'll do another little time lapse, and we'll see you at the end of it. Forgot to say, folks, 13mm for this. I was probably a little bit harsh on this fitting kit earlier on. That's what 30-degree heat and things not going to plan will do to you. Now we've actually got the Allen key and the right tools for the job, it's a hell of a lot easier. So anyway, I'll time lapse the rest of it, and yeah, we'll crack on with the video. Okay, folks, so that is the first pannier rail installed. You can see we've just got a little bit of tape on here that I just need to take off. That was from when I was trying to do a really bad job with the ratchet attachment. But what I'm going to do now, because I believe the other side is going to be exactly the same, I should probably look at the exhaust actually. No, it's not, because you've got the exhaust bolt there as well. So we'll spin the bike around, we'll fit the start of it. I won't film that because you've already seen it, and then I will let you know what we've got to do with the exhaust. Okay, folks, the last couple of clips you may have seen may not have had any audio on them, so hopefully this one does. But we've fit the second pannier rail, so we're now going to pop the brace on. So, like I said, the exhaust is a bit of an issue here, so we need to make sure we get this off to begin with. So this is I've literally just looked at it and forgotten already, 12mm. So we'll get this off, and then the brace is just going to go on there like that. So I'll come back in a sec. And top tip, if it's windy, don't put your brace up here so it falls off and scratches like I've just done. Okay, folks, so this bolt is nearly out. I'm just going to leave it in place just for the minute, and then we're going to fix it up here. Screw, washer. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. Cameraman, is it picking it up at all? Yep. Yeah, so one side of this is slightly thicker. This bracket here is slightly offset. So the slightly thicker part we're going to put to the inside of the bike. And again, washer the other side. And then we're just going to hand tighten that nut. Now this exhaust should support itself anyway, so we're just going to take this bolt out. Yeah, absolutely fine. Hitchcocks actually give you another little bolt here, but this is obviously going to be way too short to fit through. Little screw, washer. We're then going to put it through the bracket, through the hole in the frame and the exhaust. Just line that up. Fine. And cue another time lapse. I'm just going to do this one up, and then we should be done. Okay, guys, just before I do tighten these two up, little concern. This pannier rail looks very close to the exhaust, so I'm not exactly sure what this is going to be like when I've got a pannier on there. Yeah, a little bit concerned that exhaust is going to burn through it, but I do have panniers, so let's get this tightened up. We'll have a look, see how it really looks when the job's done. Okay, guys, and that is the pannier rail installation complete. I want to say it was a nice easy job. It didn't really turn out to be that way in the end. Yeah, some of that was the tools, some of it I'm still not sure about the screws to go into, you know, especially these ones in the frame here. Hopefully you can see it. Cameraman, can you see it? Yeah, these were a bit of a pain in the backside. So yeah, not the best Hitchcocks product I brought, but you know, it's going to do the job. So I'll just switch the camera to the cameraman. So this was the pannier that I was hoping to fit to this bike. However, it's not going to work. So this is the pannier I've just taken off my Royal Enfield Bear. The way it attaches, that I've never really looked at before, is the pannier rail on the Bear slides into this, and then it kind of ratchets on at the end. All of these are sewn in, so they can't be adjusted at all. So what I'm going to need to do is to buy some new panniers. I did actually order some the other day from Lomo, and I cancelled the order because I had the bright idea to put these on. But like I mentioned, that's not going to work. So that's my next job. Order some Lomo panniers tonight, and I've heard great things about them. They should do the job perfectly. So I did mention there's another install in this video, so let's talk about that. I did also mention as well that I've already installed something on the bike, which is this USB charger. So obviously I'm going to be filming and documenting our camping trip, so I need to charge everything, hence the tank bag that's going to sit there, and the little USB here which we fitted a couple of weeks ago. So you've got a USB, I don't think that's focusing very well, there you go. Got a USB and a USB-C there, which is really handy. I can charge two things at once. Turn this on and it will tell you the battery voltage, which is quite nifty. So if you're interested in the install of the tank bag, stick around. Okay folks, so I had to order two separate parts to this. The fitting kit, which was about 20 quid for memory, and then the Givi bag itself. Give you a bit of a close-up on that. This was about 50 quid, I believe. So I'll just quickly undo it. Like I mentioned earlier on, just 3 litres for this, so not massive. I'll be able to fit everything inside that I need to charge. And then inside here, we have got a little adapter that will go on this metal plate, whatever I've done with it. We've got some straps for it as well. You can carry this as like a little carry case over your shoulder. And last but by no means least, like a little waterproof housing for it. I would prefer this to be waterproof without the need for this, but for 45 quid you can't really go wrong. So let's fit this and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay folks, as you may have gathered, we've been out here a lot longer than we thought we would be, so I'm not filming absolutely everything, but what we've just had to do here, guys, if you can just zoom in, cameraman, is we've just had to drill some holes in this fixing kit so that basically this metal bracket will basically line up, and then all we're simply now going to do is take out this screw here, this screw here, this screw here, 4mm hex bolt. Zoom down here, cameraman, you'll see we've got the 3 bolts out. All we're then going to do is pop the 3 spaces in, nice and easy. Keeping the old screws, of course, just in case we need them again. Line up the plate, and it's just going to be a case of screwing these in and then attaching the bag. So I will actually now show you the finished product at the end. Okay folks, that's the mounting system fully installed. So to attach the Givi bag, we've got this clip at the bottom basically. All you need to do is grab it by the side and it will literally just clip on, fully secure, and then to take it off, red handle on the side here, pull it, sorry, not push it. Easy as that. So got to say, installing this and the bracket was a damn sight easier than installing the pannier rails. But I hope you found that video useful, folks. If you've got any suggestions about what panniers to get apart from Lomo, let me know. Next video on the channel is going to be the bike fully geared up. I'm going to show you everything I'm going to be taking on the trip, and then after that it's going to be the trip itself. So as always folks, thank you all so very much for watching. Take care, ride safe. Till the next time, goodbye.